Hi everyone, I'm James, here at Also Jiggly. I realize Segalicious has kind of been taking over the channel and I've been kind of doing diddly squat. And David's always like, or Segalicious is always like, well James, how come you don't make videos about like just you playing games and stuff that you like? And I'm just like, cause I don't have a reason. I'm just playing the game and I don't hit the record button and I don't care. But, you know, I feel like it's time for me to finally contribute to the channel, so here's something I want to do, is I like to talk about video games a lot as well too, because I see video games as an art form. So today, I really need to write a freaking script. Sometimes you get done with a certain kind of game and you just you want more of it. So you start looking for like another outlet of some kind. So today, we're gonna go through and look at something on the internet. Believe it or not, there's these people on the internet, they write these things called articles on the internet. These normal people write these articles on the internet. Who can possibly write an article on the internet? But we're gonna look into the minds of these geniuses, and I'm gonna start with something kind of small. I've always personally wanted more out of the biggest franchise game, Pokemon. I searched for games that were like Pokemon, and this list already came up. It's 10 games that are like Pokemon. So the first one it compares to is a game called Yokai Watch. Nintendo doesn't 100% own Pokemon. It is still pretty much the third-party company Game Freak's property. And that's why they've never made like a whole bunch of different Pokemon amiibos and stuff like that work on a lot of games. Like there was no Pikachu Yoshi's Woolly World, which honestly, who cares? Shin Megami Tensei, this is a huge one. You actually fight alongside the monsters you catch as well too, and some of them you get to absorb some of their powers, and then you get to create like this team of other, you know, monsters. So that's a really cool comparison. I really like this. This article's really good so far. Ni no Kuni, that's a decent one. Dragon Quest Monsters. It's pretty cool, and I really enjoyed it. I kind of wish they would, you know, make more out of it, but after Dragon Quest Monster Joker, it just kind of fell apart, really. So this one doesn't count. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with this one. Next one on the list, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. This one's a pretty cool one. If you're a fan of the Persona series, I really recommend this one. Golden Sun. I'm a bit confused as to why this is on the list, actually. You don't capture monsters. It's not like Pokemon. I'm sorry. It's not like the only relevance behind it is there's a level up system and it's a turn-based game, which, you know, that's like comparing water and beer. They're both wet, but they're two very different things. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Next one on the list is Monster Hunter. So, you know, anybody can write an article on the internet. I don't know how you could compare these two, really. Anyway, let's move on. Skyrim is actually one of the biggest games that started this channel. I really enjoyed it. I would really love to have some more games that are like Skyrim. That would be pretty cool to me. Let's take a look. So the first comparable game that's like Skyrim is Assassin's Creed. No. 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 Let's see, Experiment 101's upcoming action RPG set to release in 2018. The game's not out. Nobody's played it or anything. Nobody knows what it's like, and you're comparing it to Skyrim. Black Desert Online. No again. No. That's not... Let's take a look at some games that are like Devil May Cry. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Okay, yeah, the Ninja Gaiden games back on the Xbox and PS3. You know, I would draw that comparison pretty close. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Actually, it was actually directed and developed by Platinum Games, so you know, I can see where they would draw this conclusion. There's actually a lot of games, you know, like Bayonetta and stuff that were developed by Platinum Games that are able to make this comparison. God of War, yeah, the God of War series. Yeah, actually, it's pretty close. I think we finally found a good article, you guys. So far, it's been really good. Bloodborne. I'm done.